Hi everyone, welcome back to Plants in Blue. We're just doing the second outdoor plant tour on the hanging trees. And here's a tree that we did on my last video. It's a cedar tree. It's like a small little cedar tree. You can see the little hanging baskets on it. So that's the tour we did last. And let's just go to the backyard to the lilac tree. Some of my porch plants, doing pretty good. So let's go to the backyard. I'll show you some little flowers everywhere along the way, which you probably have seen a little bit. We should do a little tour of all this stuff too. I got plant tables with plants everywhere. Walk into the backyard. Flower box is doing good. Those begonias are doing so good in the flower box this year. We got plant tables over there. We got plant tables everywhere. But this is the big lilac tree here that we're gonna tour, and I have an apple tree. An apple tree next to it that we'll do. So it's pretty big. And I just put a lot of some struggle plants that get pests come out here, and then some just come out here every year that enjoy it. So we will get started. Let's start over here. This is my little strawberry begonia, and it caught mealybug, so it came out here, and this is a good spot for it. I've tried a few spots, and this so far has been the best spot. So it's doing good. And I'm hoping all the little mealies will be gone by the time we have to bring it in. I think that's one right there. Yep. Still got mealybug. See that little mealybug on there? So it's a little strawberry begonia. I can't remember the real name of it. This is a jungle cactus, and as you can see, it has some discoloration on it. A friend got it from New York and brought it back from a trip, and it always attracts pests. I'm not sure what kind, but I basically overwinter it in the basement, but I'll be giving all these a repot before the end of summer, so hopefully it should do well. So it's just a jungle cactus. Back here we have a Tradescantia, let's see the name, L. Bufflora. And this was on the brink of death. I think the thrip attacked it. It had literally one little piece left, and I put it out here on the tree, and it's doing well. So if you guys have struggling Tradescantias, just put them outside, start them out in the shade, move them into some brighter light, and they should come right back. That's a nice one here. Okay, down here we have I believe this is a curly spider plant. Basically on the brink of death, and it's come back since I put it outside. Oh my goodness. Are any of you like me where you have too many plants and you neglect a lot of them? And here's a little butterfly wind chime here. Stays out all year. Next we have a peperomia. This has done pretty well this year. It's Ruby Cascade. Sorry if it's blurry here. Ruby Cascade. And it's got red backs. Let's see if I can get some of the red for you. It's getting pretty long. I usually pinch some off and repot the top because you see how many leaves it's missing. But it's been a trooper. I've had it for years and it keeps coming back, keeps hanging on. So hopefully it'll continue. It's been a nice plant, nice trailing plant. The Ruby Cascade, Peperomia. And up above here, we have another Peperomia. Let's see if maybe I'll get it down for you guys. This is the Peperomia, I don't, Trigona maybe, or parallel plant. I'm not 100% sure of this one's name. I should get a tag for it. And it struggles. I don't know if it's not in the right potting mix. I did give it new potting mix about a month or so ago. And this is the first time in a long time it came outside. So far, it's doing better. So it's a little Peperomia, common Peperomia. And it lives way up here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Next we have my very first Crimson Princess Hoya. This one has been through a lot in the last couple of years, but it's hung on and it's starting to come back very nicely. So, it's one of my very first Hoyas. I think my first one was a Carnosa, and I think this was my second Hoya. So I've had this for, probably 10 years, 11 years. But it did go through a couple hard spots the last couple of years. So that's a Crimson Princess Hoya. Next we got my Purple Heart Tradescantia, and it's a big baby. I usually don't put the trailing basket outside, but I will every year now because it's gotten so full and bushy, and it's usually really long and lanky, and then I just keep propagating it. But look at how full it got. It just got huge and full. And purple, it's so purple. So it's done really well, and I recommend putting it outside, or at least pieces of it outside, and it will grow really good. I don't know what all this little white stuff is all over it, but it's done really well. It's a Purple Heart Tradescantia. And I keep finding pieces of it on the ground. I think a little squirrel is taking it. So good. Down below I put my Australis, Hoya Australis outside. It's on a trellis. And it's doing great. This one keeps getting mealybug too, but it's not like damaging the plant, but I just thought maybe I could. Maybe the ants will eat all the mealybug, and it's doing really good out here. I got it right in the shade, right next to the tree there, so it's super happy, and it never got burnt. Okay, next we got another Crimson Princess Hoya. This one is really a lot of variegation on it. Doing well. I feel like the thrip keep attacking this one, so this is its first year outside, and it's loving it. So that's the Crimson Princess Hoya, and it's a smaller hanging basket than the first one I showed you, but it's really compact and happy. Doing well. Let's go down to the ground here. We got two different Bacchias. I think this this one's a starlight or something, I can't remember. But it's coming back really bright this year, sitting under the shade. And this one's a panther, but we brought it out in too much sun at the beginning of spring or summer, and then it did get a lot of burnt leaves, but this new leaf came out really nice finally right here. So it should be fine. That was a clearance plant. It was really nicer when we got it, but it's okay. My oldest daughter collects Dieffenbachia, so here's a couple of them there. Here we have a very sad Maranta. It's always struggled. I keep chopping it back, but I think it's got some type of pest problem, and it's just never done well. So it's perking up a little bit out here, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. Here we have an elephant bush, and it has a cracked pot. So again, I just overwinter it. Well, the pot just cracked this summer, but I have to repot it. And it keeps coming back. Oh, here's an airplane. This one keeps coming back, but not as great. But you can see it has potential, and I'm hoping to make it a little happier here. So it's like the elephant bush. They're pretty common. Next, here's another Tradescantia. This one is the Happily. It's like a Costa Farm hybrid. And this one was getting attacked by the thrip the same time that other little white striped variegated one was. But as you can see, this one literally had like one piece left too, and now, besides all the seeds here, it's coming back really nicely. So don't give up on your Tradescantia. Put them outside, and they should do well. Here is another big boy. This is my Hoya Waiatii. And it comes out here every summer for, I would say, 4 or 5 years. And it loves it. It always gets the same spot. It gets nice sun stress. And it does pretty well. Hoya Waiatii. It's really thick. Really, really thick. And it's doing well. Okay, next is another Hoya. Let's see. Did that one. This Hoya is my Hoya compacta Hindu rope. And this is a pretty old Hoya now. I've had it for maybe 6-7 years, and it was really long and beautiful and full. You couldn't even see the top of the dirt like you can now. And this one kept getting mealybug, and I would keep up with it, but then in the winter it gets harder to treat it, and it just started really losing a lot of leaves this last winter. So it's doing okay. I know it doesn't have no mealybugs as of now, and I hope it just hangs in there and comes back beautiful one day. So it's been through a lot, and I'm so sad because it was doing so well. There's a yellow leaf there, but it should survive. And the mealybugs are just so hard to treat. And I've soaked it. I've dunked, I soaked it for a half hour in soap and water, and the mealybugs just keep finding it. So my Hoya Hindu rope compacta. It's a trooper. Next we have another Hoya, the Hoya Chelsea. It's a pretty big basket, no issues. Maybe too much light on the top. The leaves are pretty light green. This one overwinter as well. And this is I don't think I put it out last summer, but it came out this summer and I think it's gonna stay out every summer. So the Hoya Chelsea. It's got a bunch of all this pollen stuff, but it's doing well. Okay, next we'll do the one way up here. We have Adansonii narrow form. It's finally doing okay. I don't do well with Adansonii, so I got two wide form that are in bags, big jumbo baggies, and this is my second narrow form, and the leaves look pretty good now, but it struggles, and it likes this little spot out here, so we'll see what the end of summer brings. Next to that, we have a spider plant. So we might as well bring it down. This is a really old piece of a spider plant that I got, like probably 17 years ago. And I still keep it hanging in there. So that's just living there. Next, we got another Tradescantia. It's like a really fuzzy leaf one. Really fuzzy, kind of hairy. I think they were like purpley more when I bought them, but these get overwintered down in the basement with just waterings every month, couple months, and then I put them outside and they pop right back. So they literally look horrible by the time I put them outside, and then they start reproducing all their beautiful leaves. And usually by August, this month or the beginning of September, they'll even get little flowers on them. And this is a very, very sad dragon tail epipremnum. So this is a green form epipremnum, like the Cebu blue, but this is a green form. And as you see, it died, but it's still alive. So I'm glad there's a few leaves sprouting back, and I'm hoping just to give it a repot. And I did get a new one of these. I haven't shown you guys yet, but it's huge and it's got like fenestrations in its leaves. So hopefully I can bring this one back too. Next is my Marble Queen. It's kind of always struggled since I've had it, and I decided to put it outside. I ended up just getting two little starter plants and I put them together, but it's just never done well. But the leaves are looking beautiful, and hopefully it continues to do well. So this is a Marble Queen pothos. This is a green strand over here, but yeah. So far so good. It really likes it outside. So this is rainbow moss that is dead. So sorry, that little piece right there is still alive, but I just don't know how to get it to grow. So technically it's still alive, but it's been like that for quite a while. Here is another Tradescantia and another fuzzy, it's a fuzzy leaf one. And in highlight, I think this one also gets like pinkish or purple, but this one's doing really well. All that green is new growth. It literally has like no growth for the winter, it kind of all dies back, and then the summer, it just pops right back. So, don't give up on your Tradescantias. Very nice. Oh, found one. Here's a Syngonium back here. This just came outside. I don't know what one this is, but it's supposed to be nice and white like this, but as you can see, it is struggling. This might actually be the white butterfly, I'm not sure. So that's just sitting back there in the shade. And this one down here is a Photonia. It was really big and beautiful when I bought it, but it's starting to come back. And let's see what kind it is. Stripes Forever. It's a really big, large leaf one when I first got it, but at least it's alive. Doing well. And then we're back to the spider plant in the begonia. So let's go check out under the apple tree. So here's the neighbor's apple tree that kind of hangs over to our yard. And we got some plants under here. So we'll start right here. Here is my big, giant Hoya carnosa. I got a few cuttings from a friend, and it is a monster. The mealybugs attacked this plant this year for the first time in years, and it had to come back outside. It does like it outside though, but yeah, there's a lot of... I could clip some of these leaves off, but it's doing good. It likes it under the apple tree here. It goes all the way down there. Okay, over here we got a Snow Queen pothos. It's hanging under the apple tree. We got trees all around us here. So the mealies love my pothos, and I don't know. It's got sticky stuff all over it. Uh-oh. I don't know what that's from. So I'm gonna have to maybe give this one a bath. But it looks pretty. It's doing good. Okay, here we got a basket of Brazil, and I just put a bunch of cuttings in there, so it's not doing that good. But again, I'm hoping it perks up and does something by the end of summer here. Here we have one of my Cebu Blues. This one is a mealybug casualty. It seems to like this spot. And hopefully it continues to do well. Here is another spider plant I got from a friend. It's always done pretty well. It's just a green spider plant. And here are, this is my daughter's golden potho. She loves golden pothos. So here's, I think this one is her first plant she ever got. And then it gets mealybug, but it loves it outside. And this one is her second golden pothos. This one's doing a little better. Next to that is my goodness. Mandula. So this is my big Mandula pothos. And this is my little Mandula pothos right here. I decided to put this one outside here. And one more is over here on a buckthorn tree. So this is another Cebu blue. And I finally found mealy on this one, so this one had to come outside now too. Before I didn't want it to get all, that one needs some water. I didn't want it to get all like the other one, how it has hardly no leaves left, but it's doing okay. Do you guys have problems with your pothos getting mealybug? Oh, it drives me crazy. It's so hard to treat when they're stuck down in those grooves. So hopefully this one stays big and beautiful. So that should do it for now. Maybe we'll do a little quick tour of the plants on the tables in another video, but this has gotten long enough, and thank you so much for stopping by and seeing some of the nicer plants and some of the struggle plants. And please like and subscribe, and I hope you stop again to see future videos. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.